You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about Mike Vrabel and Shannon Sharpe. You may be like, oh, yeah, I get it. I get it. It's pretty surprising. These guys still got people that watch, but they do. And there's a lot of people. Look, he's got that Club Shay Shay podcast is gargantuan. It's huge. Ton of followers, ton of views, ton of listens, all of it. Okay. He has went out there, Shannon Sharpe, and we all know, look, Mike Vrabel, I probably wouldn't be taking advice from Shannon Sharpe. I'm just pointing that out. Shannon Sharpe has drawn some lines between, and a lot of people have tried to do this. They've tried to make the Mike Vrabel thing a race issue because some people believe, well, if Mike Vrabel was black, he'd have been fired. Emi Udoka and Mel Tucker and Sharon Moore. Well, Sharon Moore had a criminal element involved. He went after the woman. By the way, all three of them jokers worked with the people, like within the organization. And yeah, most companies frown on that. They do. So you lose your job. I don't think he has kept his job in any way because he's black. In fact, Gerard Mayo was hired by Robert Kraft. Rumors are Mike Tomlin is the number one draft pick to replace Mike Vrabel. That hardly seems like race is playing a role here. All right? It just doesn't seem like race is playing a role here. But I have contended Mike Vrabel should actually lose his job. Now, if he was screwing Monica down at the 7-Eleven, if he was screwing Nancy down at the Walmart, she's a cashier, nothing against that job. Go pay your bills. But if he was messing around with somebody that had no insider knowledge, no insider trading knowledge of the NFL, and that is not in the business, that would be one thing. No, he shouldn't lose his job. And no, those players don't give a flip that he's got a side piece. Come on now. Half those players got a side piece. Let's be real. All right. That's not the issue. The issue is she talks to everybody. And then, hell yes, she's talking to Mike Vrabel about she's sharing information with him. Well, that's on her. Really? How can you prove the Patriots didn't benefit from said information? It's a tampering issue. It's a conflict of interest issue. You know, how should this A.J. Brown trade, because she's reported on a lot of it, should it be allowed to happen? Should the NFL investigate it? I don't know. Shannon Sharpe defends Mike Vrabel amid Dianna Russini saga. What code did he break? Shannon Sharpe getting absolutely crushed over this.
Professional sports, when a black coach sleep with professional sports.
Oh, let's start this over because he got it started out with race, by the way.
Professional sports, when a black coach sleep with the help, they lose their job. When it's other way around, y'all know what I'm trying to say. You have to look
I know what you're trying to say.
Wait a minute. Wasn't there a coach like at Ohio University or somewhere that didn't he just get drunk or something and they canned his ass? I mean, I don't know. He was white. I know that.
Situation. There is no ties. Dianna Russini does not work for the Patriots. Mike Vrabel does not work for ESPN. Those situations, look at the situation that you're talking about. I think you're talking about Sharon Moore.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about Mel Tucker. And I think you're talking about Ime Udoka. I think. I could be wrong, chat. And so if I'm wrong, y'all can correct me. Those situations are totally different. Those are people that work at that institution. Now, in some situations, they have it You can't do that with employees. You can't, if you're a coach, you can't mess with another employee or subordinate. There's no really now. Dianna Russini, she's gonna have to take that up with her husband. Mike Vrabel's gonna have to take that up with his wife. But I don't know. So what is it? It's a moral issue. Morally, you looking at it, you got two married people, two married consenting people engaging. But I don't know. I mean. So what are you firing Mike? What are you firing Mike Vrabel for? So what is it that he did? What law or code? There's an ethic. I mean, some colleges have ethics or codes. So what code did he break?
Okay. What code did he break? I mean, again, inside her trading, NFL inside her trading. No discussions about any other teams when they get done getting it on and they're laying around. Mike's breaking his, I don't even know if he smokes at all, but, I could see her liking a good cigarette after getting plowed. But the point is, they're never discussing anything. She's not helping instigate any deals, telling the Patriots, Mike Vrabel, because, if she's telling Mike Vrabel, she's telling the Patriots. Nothing about other teams, nothing going on, none of that. It is a conflict of interest. It's a tampering issue, in my opinion. And that's why I don't think he should be allowed to keep going at this point. And that sucks. Again, I was a fan. I was. But there are, again, because of her involvement in the NFL, that's an issue. That is an issue. So, a little response from fans on this, because Udoka was accused of harassing the person he had an affair with, and Vrabel wasn't. It's fair. There were other circumstances around those other people that he named, right? He was a Tennessee Titans head coach. She was a Titans reporter. She has even linked superstar players to the New England Patriots. This guy gets it. Or actually, it's Millie. My bad, Millie. She gets it. This guy's actually saying Shannon Sharpe is tap dancing for the white man. Okay. I mean, if you say so. I don't understand the race element here at all. I mean, honestly. At this point, the conversation is still happening because people don't want the Patriots to be successful and are stretching this situation to the highest extent possible to try to justify a firing, but it's not valid. Come on. Everybody Patriot fans, and I've said I like to root for the Patriots. The Niners my team, but I root for the Patriots. Fans aren't out to get the Patriots. I mean, there's rival fans that don't like the team, just like other rival fans don't like the Eagles fans don't like Cowboys. The Cowboys. Vice versa. So the reports about him using her to get A.J. Brown means nothing, I guess? Bravo. Bravo. I mean, honestly. I mean, just look at Petrino. He got fired for having a relationship with an employee and then got in a wreck. Udoka was messing with the wife of the team's VP of finance. That's right. I remember that now. That was the split. We did videos on Ime Udoka. Yeah. Huge difference is the owner of the Patriots has had his own scandals at massage parlors, so he can't be so judgmental towards Vrabel. Well, I'm going to tell you, that's part of this. They're not co-workers. That's why motherfuckers are slow. No, again, you don't get it. Because of her involvement with the NFL and other teams, that is the problem. She drug Vrabel into this too, and he knowingly went along with it. It's not because she doesn't work with the Patriots, but she did work with the Titans too, so there's that. At this point, those two ought to just get divorced and get married. They're obviously madly in love. And if I'm just going to keep it real, I've known people like this. A few of them that have had this person that they have been seeing for years on the side, and then they finally get divorced and they marry the person they're married for 30 years and never cheat on each other. I'm like, you were just in love. Y'all were in love on the side, and you just married the wrong person to begin with, I guess. I don't know, but this is wild. I believe if Vrabel wasn't an ex-Patriot that won a Super Bowl, and if Robert Kraft did not have the Deshaun Watson rub and a tug situation at the Asian massage parlor or whatever it was, Vrabel would have already been fired. But because Kraft's got his own indiscretions, he does not want to pull that trigger. Because how does he look? You know, I do think that's part of why Vrabel has got a job. Yeah. So, by the way, what's my call on this? I think there's a real chance Vrabel actually walks away. Because I think he's going to go, the only way I can save my marriage is to get away from football for a while. Because honestly, if you're his wife, do you want him hitting the road? You going to trust that? All these cities and all these hotels and everything? No. It's going to be a problem. The moment that he's standing in line somewhere trying to get something to eat and trying to order, and she calls and he doesn't answer, she going to start freaking out. Oh, he's laid up with, that's life. Tell me what you think. Shannon Sharpe, what code did he break? How about his vows? Motherfucker. Come on. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.